I want you guys to think about this. This is what I shared. It's very simple. Sometimes making money doesn't need to be complicated. Maybe you're making it too complicated, and that is the reason that you're not making money. Maybe you're overcomplicating the process and you're sitting there trying to find this missing piece or add this or add that or do a new service or whatever. And really, it just needs to be simplified. And I want to just remind that the year that I blew up, which is in 2020, I'd been doing this for 3-4 years. I had been failing. I was trying to do SEO. I was trying to do pay per lead. I was trying to do rev share deals. I had Kyle trying to help me. We were doing all kinds of stuff and nothing was working. I couldn't crack that 10K mark. And of that 10K, that wasn't all profit. And of that 10K, most of it was SEO. So it was fluctuating. And of that 10K, the part that was lead gen was pay per lead. So guess what? In the winters, my revenue dipped. And it wasn't until I simplified, it wasn't until I got very, very granular about what I was looking to do. And I got rid of everything. And I started eliminating. That's when my business blew up. I said, I am done with SEO. I am done selling social media. I am done building websites. I am done doing all these services. I was trying to peddle software. I was trying to do go high level affiliate commissions. I was trying to do consulting. I was trying all these different revenue streams and making no money. So for those of you that have 15 revenue streams, why don't you look at the one that's making you the most money and triple, quadruple, 5x down on that? But I would also have you consider that if the one that you're making the most money in is, if that's not the most scalable of the 3, 4, 5, then maybe you should also take that into consideration. So in 2020, I just got very, very focused on one thing, and that was how do we scale up flat fee lead generation? That's it. We stopped worrying about pay per lead. I stopped chasing SEO. I stopped building websites. I stopped doing all this stuff. We focused on one thing, flat fee lead generation, and we mastered that. And we figured out how to pre-sell that. And we figured out how to price that. And we figured out what niches to go in. We figured out how to pick a city and how to close a deal. All of these different things, we got very granular on one thing. We got very simple, and that is why we succeeded. So for those that have been thinking, man, maybe I just need to add another service or another business or another revenue stream. Maybe you don't. Maybe what you need to do is get rid of 5 of them. Maybe you need to focus on one. And I'm telling you, if you are doing anything digital marketing related, okay, maybe you're in this group, you have an SEO company, or you have a website building agency, whatever it is, right? A web development, and you're like, man, that looks like an interesting business model. I want you to look at the difference in this business model between building websites for a fee and handing it over and giving them the asset, and rank and rent, where you own the asset, where you control the asset, where you scale it, where you get to have total full control and scalability from anywhere. Compare the two and tell me which one's better. For those of you that are running up SEO and you're thinking, man, this is the best business model in the world, get ready, because
winter is coming.
And I don't just mean the cold, and I don't just mean the recession. I mean the bank account winter. It will come. Your clients will cancel. And I know there's somebody sitting there in Georgia that's going, oh, I have really good retention and I'm really good with my clients. Cool. But guess what? There will come a day when Steve can't see tomorrow, and Steve is getting divorced, and Steve calls you up and goes, hey, I know you've been hooking it up, man, but dude, we just got to cut back, man. We got to cut back. That's what we're dealing with here, guys. When you are doing SEO, when you are trading time for dollars, you are a commodity. Period. End of story. I would love any of you to argue me on that fact and tell me how any business model that you are doing is better than owning the asset and renting it out where you actually have full control. It's just, you're not going to win. Before you go adding another revenue stream, before you go thinking that your solution to your problem is getting the next CRM or hiring the next person or doing this or doing that or pushing someone else's product, why don't you look at where you're making money? And if you're not making money, why don't you go ahead and look at all the different revenue streams that you could potentially do within this realm and ask yourself, which one has the most upside? Which one has the most scalability? Which one's going to allow me to create the lifestyle and make the money that I said I wanted to make? And if you don't know how much money you want to make and what lifestyle you want, you've already started off on the wrong foot. That's the first step. And I probably should have started there. If you guys are in 2023 and you didn't take a couple hours to write down your goals, to write down your vision, to write down your ideal lifestyle and what you want to achieve in 2023, what are you doing, man? What are you freaking doing? You're probably the same person that's taking ice baths and reading 52 books and you ain't making jack